In our culture, everything is based on success. But what is success? Who defined it? Who decided that success was the goal instead of fulfillment? What happens if we shake up that definition? What if we make our own definition of success? My name is Tony Grebmeyer, and on this podcast, I'm going to dig deep into the real stories behind success. Join me as I interview other entrepreneurs who've climbed up Success Mountain and have come back down to share their stories so you can succeed. If you're ready to join a community of other entrepreneurs redefining success and finding fulfillment, go to BeFulfilledLife.com and join the community. Now, let's dive into today's show. Reflection. I seriously believe it holds the key to your future. However, it means that you must be still enough to spend some time in reflection so you can see where you're going, what you're up to, and what adjustments you need to make. This is Tony Grebmeyer, and this is another solo episode of the Be Fulfilled Show, the real stories behind success. And I'm excited. This last episode from Positano before we head to Rome. And I just wanted to spend just a few minutes on this episode talking about something I believe is available to each and every one of us. It doesn't mean if you don't do this, you're not a good person. It just means if you could do this, how much better things could be for you. It's simple. An 8.5 by 11 blank piece of paper, 3 highlighters. You pick your 3. I love yellow, green, and I like pink. Because if you use red, you can't see what you highlighted. And I just need you to find a place to be still. And you can start with just a day, a week, a month, 2 months, or 3 months, but just start. And if you can do this often, and we feature this in the Be Fulfilled journal as well, is just celebrating your wins, celebrating the things that are working for you in your life. This exercise, though, I'm going to go a little deeper and I'm going to ask you to celebrate the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what do I mean by that? I mean that I want you to look where you're at right now in your life. For the last 24 hours, just put down everything that you've done, phone calls you've been on, appointments you made, things that you've seen, people that you've talked to, the gym, not going to the gym, everything. Just put it down on paper. Remember, I said I like 3 highlighters. I like a yellow, a green, and a pink. First, anything that's on your paper that is good, just highlight in yellow. If you ate a great meal, who'd you have it with? Write that down and then highlight it in yellow. If maybe something went well, but it could have gone better, take a green and highlight it in green. And if something didn't go well at all, and instead maybe you lost a client, or you didn't get the deal, or you had a couple bad meals, or you didn't get a good night's sleep. You know what? Highlight that in pink. And the whole goal behind this entire exercise is for you to see what's working and not working in your life, so you can begin to make the necessary adjustments so you know exactly what you need to do for your future. And the biggest problem that I think most of us face is that we don't really allow ourselves moments to be quiet, to be calm, to be still, and just to be. Now, if you can find some space, and this can be at your desk, close your door if you have the opportunity to have a door, and put on your headphones if you need to, put on some quiet music, and just start writing down things, highlight. And then the goal is that you want to reflect upon those things. So after you get it all done, you highlight it all down, count how many you have in yellow, how many you have in green, how many you have in pink. And the goal is eventually to have more yellow and green than you do pink. And when you reflect, think about what you were doing. What was your state of mind? Where were you at? Did you have a good morning, a bad morning? Did you have a fantastic morning? Were you listening to some good music the night before that maybe put you to sleep or kept you up? Like, start looking at the things you were doing so you know what necessary adjustments you need to make so you can move forward. See, I believe reflection is the key. And if you can do this, you're going to create the map of where you want to go. Most of us start out in life dreaming about something, and then along the way we get lost. Either the dream wasn't big enough to keep us going, or something else replaced it.
But when I reflect and I stop and I get really, really crystal clear about what it is that I've been doing, I go, oh, I haven't been eating as good as I should be. I haven't been working out as much as I need to be. I haven't been making as many calls as I've been doing in the past. I need, and I say need, me, not you. I need to do these things almost weekly, if not daily, so that I can get myself back in alignment with my soul's purpose. So I know exactly what I'm up to and where I'm going and how I'm going to get there. See, if you have a lot of people in your life that are dragging you down, they're not filling you up, they're not making you feel alive, but yet kind of more like a drainer. Like, do you want to keep hanging around with those people? Put this exercise together a few times, start looking at it and saying, hey, every time I hang out with X, Y happens. And that's not what I want in my life. Driver, every time I hang out with that person, man, my life gets better, my network gets better, things are better in my life, and I can't wait to do it. So remember, the whole thing that I'm talking about today is one deal, reflection. How do you do it? 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, pen, something to write with, a couple highlighters to highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly. Highlight them, circle them, start, the goal and the purpose is to get more good in your life than bad. And, start seeing what the things show up and what adjustments you need to make. And I promise you, if you do this a couple times a week, everything's going to get better. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but imagine if you could start tweaking the things that are going on in your life and become phenomenal in those areas just by simply reflecting on the things you've been doing and what you need to replace so you can get back to the things that you know you were created to do. This is Tony Grebmeier, and until next time, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, choose to make today the absolute best day of your life.
Thanks for listening to today's show. But before you go, let me ask you a question. How would you like to be the architect of your journey in this game we call life? Take the next step now at www.tonygrebmeier.com. Enter your details to get the first week of the Be Fulfilled Journal for free. It includes access to our private community of thousands of other entrepreneurs. It'll give you more clarity and freedom in your day, and it might just change your life forever.